Alright, we're fixing to do a wash through on a piece of poly, air conditioning filter material. And basically what Robin will do is he'll take and shape the poly to the inside of the rack system, and he'll make it into a bowl shape. So what will happen is that stuff, when he starts washing that grease out of this fan bowl, it's going to pull inside of there. If all goes well, you should have just a discolored water come out. All the wash chunk's going to stick inside that poly. That water is pretty much clear. Get a little discoloration with it, but all the big chunk stuff stays inside the rack. She's working, holding all the nasty. All right, that pretty much concludes our wash. And show without these access clean out ports, if it's an area that you cannot get to, then you can't clean it. Pretty much our saying is, if you can't see it, you can't clean it. So you can see nice and clean, good looking fan blades, all the weights off of them, they're going to be looking good. Fan bowl's looking good and clean. Very nice. You can see that flange on the inside of that clean out port. That's where that thing sits inside of there. Just replace the plug. And the thing to note is, on these wash pads, one of the great things about these wash pads is all that whipped up grease in the middle of a wash, when it lands inside of these pads, it'll fluff up real heavy, and which makes it great. It just sticks right to these pads. They really don't have any kind of retention or oil absorbency to them, so if you actually squeeze the pad itself, you can actually wring that grease back out of it, which is kind of nasty, but that's our environment. So the great thing about these things are they're cheap, they're inexpensive. You can probably find them at your local heat and air companies. Buy them by the rolls. You're not going to take everything out of the wash, but as you can see on this, on a pea gravel roof, we've gotten the majority of the wash stuff out. You've got a light resin water maybe. You're not going to take the discoloration out of it, but at least you can take all the big chunk stuff. On a pea gravel roof, that's about as bad as you get. You don't really get a chance for a final rinse, but that is the worst thing that you're going to leave behind. There we go.